All right. And I hope I'm recording. Okay.
Can you check that to make sure you are recording?
Yes. Yes, I
I
am.
really don't want to do an episode. It's like, guys, I forgot to hit the record button.
All right. Greetings and welcome and happy Halloween, listeners and viewers, to All I Can Geek Gamescast episode 316. Stone Cold Steve Austin style. Oh! Wait. I don't know how that works. Son of a bitch! There we go.
You could have played him.
I could have. I'm one of your hosts, Daredevil, joined by Michelangelo,
That's right.
Mario,
It's a me.
and Corey embracing who he is. I don't know what the hell you are.
How did you not say cowabunga, by the way? That's a
I
flavor
would've.
fail right there.
I would have
Flavor
if
fail.
wasn't so uncertain about who I was.
Corey, are you a Taekwondo instructor again?
Sure.
Are you a hibachi chef?
That too.
What do you want to be?
Oh, I'm a karate person.
Okay, I
or
can't tell
a
from this
karate
angle.
kid.
All we get is up here, and you could kind of pass as a hibachi chef as well sometimes because they wear that part. But
Thing.
yeah, so but knowing your history as a Taekwondo instructor, I'm
Well,
gonna
it's
call
hard
you.
because you can't see the entire outfit because
Yeah.
I'm so close. I can't.
Is it a costume?
You might not even be wearing pants.
It's what Corey actually wore for many years. He's just
I could be like a blind guy. or something
It's
like
Corey from
Be Kenshi.
15 years ago.
Zatoichi? Are you Zatoichi?
Yeah,
There we go.
Do we
There
have
we go.
two blind people?
there we go.
Hold
Everybody go blind.
I could be like Solid Snake here.
All right. Well, welcome, listeners and viewers. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, tune into YouTube because we have our costumes on. If you haven't figured that out yet, we have our Halloween
Find us on
costumes.
YouTube.
Yes, find us. Allyoucangeek.net. How
There
can
we
they? What?
Yeah,
Go to
just-
you
they
can
can-
type
they
you can
can
type it in
sure.
there. We have a channel on called All You Can Geek on YouTube. I actually link our videos right to our podcast on our website now too, so you can go right on there, either listen to them or you can watch them. So yeah,
Do both at once.
or both. Although the audio won't really sync up. 'cause
See how bad it doesn't sync up.
Well, Corey does a little intro music, and I just don't do the intro music. I just roll right into the video. So, but whatever. Gaming news, guys. Wow.
Sure.
What?
Sure, it'll be fine on your end, Jim. We couldn't understand a word you said.
Well, everybody just broke up for me, so that's good to hear.
Yeah, we're all falling apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, we're good now. We're good. So,
Don't
What
plug
was it?
anything into your computer. Mike found that out last
dude, I have like so much plugged into my computer. Speaking of which, the new MacBooks, by the way, got announced, and it's all adapters now. It's all adapters. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's
I did.
USB-C, so I can't even take a USB camera and plug it in without getting an adapter.
You
So I
can't
have to-
plug your iPhones that you got, or your iPhone earbuds that you got with your new iPhone 7.
See, you agree with me on the fact that they should put that port into the MacBooks because it kind of embraces their whole change, right? So you agreeing with me on
Yeah.
that? I know you're a proponent of keeping the headphone jack, but now that it's gone, like, you agree with me though. Like, Corey, you disagree?
What? Put a lightning jack into the computer?
Yeah, instead of a headphone jack.
Yeah, I mean they could have put them both in.
Yeah, why not both?
Yeah. Well, in the MacBook, you don't need as much space for like the iPhone, how it cut out the port. It needed, they said that Courage needed the space. This one, they didn't have as much courage, but they did cut out all the other USB ports and gave us all USB-Cs. The reasoning behind it is it's versatile, so you can just plug the charger into any port and it charges. But you still need to spend $19 on a USB-C to USB-A adapter so that I can plug in my normal stuff. Or
Right.
USB-C to Thunderbolt.
Right. So, how would you connect your iPhone 7 to your new MacBook theoretically?
How would I... What? This thing?
How would you connect your iPhone 7
You buy
to
a
your new
$25
MacBook?
adapter.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so you
Just
can't
saying,
even just
all
get...
adapters.
They don't even give you that cord with the newest phone. Like, you can't get a USB...
Because not enough things have USB-C
Yeah.
or Thunderbolt 3.
But if they wanted to be courageous, they would just give it to you.
yeah. Courage. I don't know. But... anyways, let's go to
move
the
on.
gaming.
Let's
Let's go to
move
the
on.
gaming stuff here, guys. So, yeah, this week was the after week of the week. I guess we'll call it the week. So, unfortunately, Well, the good news is we know Nintendo now is going to have a press conference January 12th? Okay, 12th. January 12th to announce the actual details on the Switch, the console that I shall not speak of. But you guys are welcome to. Anyway, so they're going to announce more details about that. Rumors have been more flying this week about add-on parts, more controllers, more different adapters and stuff for it. What else has been going around for Switch this week? Anything else? Tony?
Not that I've seen, just
that, what I just said.
let's see. Well,
Not killing 3DS.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. I forgot to put that on
They
here.
did the Nintendo Investor Q&A, and they just basically reaffirmed the support that Switch is not supposed to be a replacement for the 3DS, which is what they're just saying for now, just in case it does fail.
Because
and they can release a sequel.
DS
to
wasn't
it.
a replacement for the Game Boy Advance.
Exactly. It's just the third pillar crap all over again. But they did reaffirm that after the unveiling of the video, a lot more third parties that weren't on their one slide have come forward showing interest. And it was actually kind of funny because just an experiment, any indie game developer that announced like a game or something in the past like week or two, I just kind of like replied and been like, Nintendo Switch ? It's actually funny because a lot of people, like a lot of them have like liked it or retweeted it, and I'm just like, doesn't mean anything, but we'll see. I definitely expect some people to switch over, especially like the Kickstarters.
I see what you did. This is gonna be for the life of the system. We're gonna be doing this so much. But
yeah, but I definitely could see things like Bloodstained or Ukulele going over to Switch instead of Wii U. Because I mean, by the time those games come out, it's like, what's the point of releasing on a dead system? You know?
I mean, there's gonna be we'll get a definitive Final Fantasy 15. Well, at least I hope we do. And I mean,
It'll be interesting to see how easy it is to take a week to the Switch. Also, I mean, I don't know. We don't know how that's going to work.
Wait, say that again, Corey. You kind of cut out.
No, the interesting thing for me is the games that are on the Wii U that are going to Switch. Is it easy for them to support them?
Right. Well, again, this is just based off of rumors, but it seems like all the games that they did show in that 3-minute trailer were enhanced editions of existing Wii U games. So, Mario Kart 8.1. What else?
Well, all those enhanced games are all
Splatoon,
first-part games.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get a Mario game, we know, which is cool. I just want to know where the system actually will fall for third-party developers. Like, is it going to hold their interest enough for us to keep, to have a system that's going to survive? That's really where I'm at. So, which we won't know until January 12th. Developers will know, probably. I would assume they know, but so maybe something will leak. But until then, we get the PS4 Pro launching in like 2 weeks, guys.
Woo! You hear that excitement? Woo!
Yeah. Do you think there's a lot of hype for this? What do you guys think?
No.
It's not
heard
any
much.
hype.
Yeah. Like,
I think.
but here we go.
people
This is it. This is the start of a new generation. Like, not a new generation, but a new revamped. I don't know. A new term, new turn in console history. So,
new chapter.
New
when
chapter.
PS4 and Xbox One came out, the marketing was ridiculous. You saw that stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything for PS4 Pro.
No.
I was just in Target today, and I looked, and I didn't see a single goddamn thing about it.
There's nothing. So like most people that are
Jeff Keighley,
hyped about
is it Jeff Keighley just tweeted out a picture of the box? People have them now, PS4 Pros, so they exist. It's just we haven't seen anything. Is it because they launched? Now I have seen a lot of VR commercials. Is it because they're doing that now? Is that what did they screw themselves over with all of this stuff?
Maybe.
screw themselves over. Just they.
But how much hardware? How much hardware can you advertise for? The Slim, the VR, and now the Pro. I mean, that's a lot to throw at people.
I know. Maybe that's why like Nintendo didn't do anything with the Switch other than that 3-minute video.
Well,
I don't know. It's crazy, right?
The PS4 Pro will be out this year, so they have to put it on the TV. That's all I'm saying. Like,
but the Switch isn't going to be out this year.
Tony,
so why talk about
if
it?
we had the same campaign, which is silence, in February of next year, I'm going to be on this podcast ranting about. I guarantee
we know it's not going to be that way. We know in January they're doing it.
I know.
Not only are they doing the direct, they're following that up with a worldwide like preview event at major venues where people could try it out.
Try the games.
So,
yeah.
But that does bring up a good point, and thank you for reminding me. That's what I wanted to bring up. So, 4 years ago when the Wii U launched, it's crazy that it's been that long. But they talked about in hindsight how they didn't realize how much more expensive it would be to advertise during an election year, like ad space on TV, because all the carriers can charge higher premiums because all these fucking political ads are running. So I mean, I think that definitely played a part of it, combined with the fact that there's the PS4 Pro and the VR. I mean, like, why? Again, it's kind of like going back to the E3 argument. Why talk about it during a time where everybody else is trying to fight over news when they can just wait 2 months after the holiday season when people are like, okay, they just open up their stuff and it's like, oh, you know what? I want to know what the next new thing is.
Why did they just wait then? Why did they announce it now with a trailer?
Well, that's a good question. And maybe part of it is just they wanted to get out the message there and, kind of judge the reaction.
That's my biggest issue with this situation. It's not... they could have waited till January. I would have been probably complaining a little bit about that we're waiting so long. But now I'm complaining more.
There's no way you could release a system and have no idea what it even is 2 months until 2 months before it comes out. That's ridiculous.
You can be like, you can have a press conference.
Ridiculous.
It's like having a press conference and saying, in stores on Monday. Of course, that company is no longer in the hardware business. But,
It's not even in stores on Monday. It's in stores right now.
Oh, it was in stores right now. I'm sorry. I thought it was like they gave the weekend.
No, it's like right now.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a sec, what? And then nobody had time to do anything.
And it's crazy to think about. Nobody knew about that. Like today, you couldn't get away with that. Somebody would definitely leak it through the hardware channel. Be like, guys, what the fuck is this thing? Look at this.
Look what shows up in the store today on Twitter.
Exactly.
GameStop employees.
Talking about the Sega Saturn, by the way, people.
Yeah, if you didn't know, if you're too young to know, it's the Sega Saturn, which was a bomb of a system.
Sega made systems.
Yeah.
There are people growing up now who never realized that, right? Like Sega made a video game system.
Unbelievable.
What?
Dude, 16-year-olds are live right now that would not in. There was no system. Like the last system was '99, right, when they came out, Dreamcast.
Yeah, and it lasted till about 2001.
Yeah, it was a 2-year cycle. Yeah, before it died. So, talking about but I mean, Sega actually made systems, but just going back to the cycles now, consoles. So the PS4 Pro's coming out to start this new.
Is it next week?
The 10th.
2 weeks.
The 10th, yeah, 2 weeks. That week of the 10th, whatever that day is on there. I'm not sure when exactly, but
that's next week. Then that's next Friday.
Yep.
It's fucking scary.
A week and a half. Yeah. Nothing for this, right? It is the 10th, right? I'm almost certain. Almost certain.
11, 10, somewhere around there.
Yeah, because Doctor Strange is the 4th. That's this Friday. So add 7, 11. So
is it the 4th? Yeah, it is 4th. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, that's coming out. What else we got in the news? Let me just see because I can't see.
No, and just what I want to mention, nobody else outside of our circle right here is talking about the PS4 Pro that like at work or other friend groups. Nobody's talking about.
Well, nobody knows it exists.
That's what my point was. Like, no, there's nothing about it that people would even be able to generate excitement for because you don't even know anything.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is a big.
If you're not on the PS4 Reddit, if you're not looking specifically for this news, you don't know it exists.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't even heard. I mean, I'm not trying to add to the hate box because you guys know my stance on it, but nobody's even talked about like VR outside of like Jim.
No. I don't know if they have enough content for this right now. Like, that's the biggest thing for VR right now. I like it, but I want to see a full game on the VR. Like,
do you want to see?
Yeah. Eve doesn't hold my interest because it is too multiplayer for me. Like, it's just too much. Like, I want to play some single player stuff. I didn't know that. I thought they were gonna have like. Because when I played the demo, you play a single-player experience, and I thought, okay, that's going to be single-player. I didn't even realize it's all based multiplayer, which is fine. I played a little bit of it, but it never intrigues me, as we always talk about. There's very few games that hold my interest long enough when they're just multiplayer. So I haven't really gone back to playing Eve, but there's just not enough. There's like 20 games out for this, but they're all like...
It had a big launch lineup, but...
Sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's the other thing that... I was going to get into here with these consoles. You got Phil Spencer talking about from Microsoft saying that they don't think that VR is anywhere near ready to bring out to the console to the systems because they're just everything you get to play is an experience or a demo. It's not like a game. And if you think about all that's coming out for VR, which is cool, like Final Fantasy 15's got a VR experience, Tomb Raider's got a VR experience. He's like backing that up.
Right, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
Is Resident Evil the first game that's actually going to be full?
Is it full VR though, even, or is it just a VR experience?
You can play the entire game in VR.
Then there you go. That will be it. Yeah.
I don't even like how they use the word experience because to me that undermines what an experience is. Because I would say the term is novelty. Experience is something that really sells it to me.
I'm not going to sit here.
That's me.
I'm not going to sit here and lie and say like I haven't thought about returning it. Okay, because it has crossed my mind a few times. I do like it. I like it. However, you're right. There's a lot of.
I'm just.
Can I make a point on this thing without going? I told you so.
I'm just looking at the camera. That's all I'm doing. Go on. I didn't interrupt you. I just looked into my camera.
Not going to say that it hasn't crossed my mind that maybe I should bring this back before the return policy is up. But overall, I think I'm going to keep it because I do like the experiences I've had on it. I just, I want to get a game that I like. That Batman game now, and that's the one I hated the most. It's fantastic, and I really liked. I got to play the heist, but again, now the heist, I got the VR World experiences because that's what they are. I got it for $23 because I had like discounts from Best Buy and I had a free gift card and I had a whole bunch of stuff from them. So it was very easy to get that and get the VR game that I wanted to get because you get to do that deep sea dive thing, which is great. And I want you guys to try that. It's really cool. And the heist. Now the heist is like John Wick, Tony. But because it's not as powerful as the Vive, and I've played John Wick, it's not as good. You know what I mean? Like it's just. And plus, I don't have enough space. Like my PlayStation is tucked into the corner of my room here, so if I'm gonna shoot things, it is like hitting the wall with my hand. It's happened a few times, and I'm like, gee, it hurts. It actually physically hurts, and virtual reality physically hurts. So I just don't have enough room for me. But it's not even like Kinect room, Corey. Like we've had remember the Kinect issue where you need that huge gap. It's not even that. It's just like you need just more than I have. So I have to say it's not a negative on VR. I'm not complaining about VR because they did at least really consolidate how much room you need, condense it, but it's still not enough for me. I needed more room. So now we're talking about VR like crazy, and I'm saying I haven't really gotten into what I've been up to, but I might as well say I have played the heist, like I said, and that was cool. But we played John Wick 2, and John Wick 2 was far better experience, far better. So much cooler, much more accurate with the tracking. Plus, this is only using the camera, so I don't know.
I mean, are you even going to get Resident Evil? Because, like, honestly, if you're not going to get Resident Evil, then why the fuck are you keeping that thing now?
Those are not my style games, but I have to get it.
Why the fuck are you keeping this thing?
Because I have to get
it. How are they even doing that? Are they making it first person?
Yeah, the demo for that was pretty awesome. I played that. It was pretty awesome. I got to give that credit. I was like, that was like, there's a sequence where there's a ghost in the demo, and it is just like they just cover from behind. They cover your eyes, and you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ! It's really awesome. So I don't know. I like the experience of the cinematic mode. I'm gonna give it another week. I do have another week to decide. So, I'm not saying I'm not gonna return it. I do have a couple pieces of software for it already. So, but I mean, to return $400 because I spent $40. Not to not return $400 because I already spent another $40 is not
not worth, bro. Not worth.
Yeah. So I'm gonna decide this week. But Corey, did you bring yours back or did you keep it?
No, I returned that.
Yeah. So
come on, man. Corey didn't even keep it.
I'm the next step up. I'm the next step up.
That's like when I didn't buy the 3DS at launch, man. Come on, that says something. That says something.
Now I'm just gonna go to the pirate.
I'm also married and have a kid, and another one on the way.
Nope. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Jim has a little bit more
freedom.
Leeway.
Yeah, freedoms. So,
although that's changing.
It's fine.
I mean, Facebook's officially Facebook's hardcore, man. That stuff's set in like stone now.
Yeah, well,
So cool.
yeah, but I still have my own money. It's my expendable money. It's my income.
Think that now.
I'm not married. Jesus.
Yeah, who would do that?
Yeah, congratulations, Mike, by the way. We forgot to do it last on the movie cast. Mike got engaged.
I didn't know if you wanted to say something or not. Like, I was gonna
Absolutely,
say,
I
like,
forgot
yeah,
about it on the movie
your
cast.
fiance.
Yeah, so good tie-in, Corey. That was perfect. Now I can redirect the focus from me to Mike. Congratulations, Mike.
Thanks, guys.
Mike got engaged last week, listeners and viewers. So, yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up?
Yeah.
Anything that happens on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say it.
Yeah. It's all public on Facebook, right? It's public anyway, so.
Dude, I just have to give you a little shit about that. I hate when people announce, like, the way I find out is through Facebook. I hate that, man.
It's not his. I mean, really, in his mind,
I'm just saying.
he's not thinking about telling us.
I mean, it depends on like who it is, though. Like, depend. Like, if it's your brother, yeah, I don't want to know from on Facebook if it's my brother telling. Like, he's getting married. I found that on Facebook. But I mean, if any one of you guys, like,
Yeah, like you sent us a
not
text.
that
I got
big of a deal.
I got a picture message from you, I think, if I remember right. So that's how we
Yeah,
found out
that's
from you.
Something
guys.
I don't
I mean-
remember.
It's like,
No, not from you. From Corey. From Corey, I got a picture message. From you, I found out from Matt, my brother.
Matt found out from Facebook.
Yeah. So we weren't important
Yeah.
enough in Mike's circle.
It was like family.
I know. I'm not complaining.
I mean,
Tony's
you tell
complaining.
the people, like, family-wise, in my opinion, if family's, like, you got to tell them, but then
Yeah.
anybody else, it's fair game.
It's not, dude. It's great news, anyways. Matt was like, "Well, you found out on Facebook." I'm like, "So what? It's a text message or Facebook. Who gives a shit the difference?"
That's the world we live in today, people.
Yeah,
like,
So,
I don't know.
With
anyways,
the times, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But
but
it's
no,
not like we talk in
congratulations.
Slack chat like 20 hours out of the 24 a day.
you could have
I
posted
don't
it in
anymore.
Slack.
I'm off of Slack now. You guys are talking about things I have no interest in like 99% of the time.
Wow.
I'm on snooze 90%
No, you're in
of the
snooze.
time.
Now wait a minute though. You can leave like just unjoin the other channels and stay in general chat because we talk about stuff that's relevant to you in that one. Just leave the other
Sometimes.
channels.
Sometimes, yeah.
So
You could always bring up a conversation too.
yeah,
I'm
talk.
What? What did you
Anyways.
just say?
said talk.
I said talk. What did you think I said?
Alright.
Anyway, let's not say that. If it was bad, I don't want you repeating it. All right, Pokemon Sun and Moon, the highest Pokemon pre-ordered games in history for Nintendo.
Yep.
Pokemon Go effect,
That Pokemon Go effect.
which
No,
I'm
it's
never going to hear
also
the end of
just-
now.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Dead. The game is dead, but it's done its job.
I don't think the game is dead.
43 on-
It's
it's
definitely
40
not as popular. It's,
It's
definitely
43
downward
on the
trending.
download list. 43 in the store. 43. That's where it's ranked.
You're
in
cutting
the-
out. What did you say?
Jesus Christ. It's 43 in the iTunes store. I can't believe my network is such garbage and I need to I'm overhauling all of it probably this week because I'm tired. I'm just getting sick of this shit. So, but I think I had this conversation months ago that I was doing this again.
Yep.
Yeah, it's rough.
I mean, it's
Probably.
number 3 on the top grossing charts, though, in the U.S. It's still pretty big, dude.
It's 43 on the downloads. Top paid, not top paid, top free games.
Okay, do you think it's more important that it's 43 on the top download list or number 3 on the top grossing charts right now?
I mean,
What do you think investors care about more, Jim? Because you
you
love
already
to talk about
get got the
investors.
people downloading stuff. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like, you don't see Clash of Clans on the top download list all the time. Like,
No, yeah, I know. But that's how I was.
And
That's where
that's-
I checked on it before this because I knew Tony was going to bring it up because it is a Pokemon Go effect without a doubt. This Sun and Moon, I believe. So we'll see what that translates into sales, pre-orders, but we'll see. Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I think the
ahead.
free demo.
The what?
I was just going to say the free demo for Pokemon helped a lot too. They said that it's the most downloaded Nintendo demo of all time too, which I think is over 3.5 million, which is kind of crazy for a demo.
All right, I gotta.
it's all
That's it. I'm sorry.
circle jerking itself around.
I can't take the blindness anymore. I gotta go full pirate here. So
All right.
I gotta be able. I can't. It's like bothering my eyes, and now I'm just gonna be a pirate. So pirate. All right. So yeah, I don't know. What were you guys saying? I'm sorry. I was taking my mask off.
We were waiting for
It
you.
doesn't matter. It's
all right.
alright.
Shadow of the
Pokemon.
Tomb Raider leaked footage. Well, not leaked footage. Leaked screenshot for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is supposed to be third. It's the working title for the third Tomb Raider game. Already being worked on. They saw it on a plane. So good news because I like that game.
And this
Again,
is, I think, the third or fourth game that's been leaked.
yeah, via a screenshot.
This is like the third or fourth game that's been leaked.
I know what's wrong.
Well, no, via somebody on a plane watching somebody else's laptop screen, and it's a presentation or kind of thing. Because those people don't give a shit. They're just like business numbers, math kind of thing. But they don't realize that probably the person behind them knows a Tomb Raider or Assassin's Creed or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I know. It's funny that it's leaking that way, but I'm psyched for this because I like the series, the new rebooted series. I told Mike he should get it, and I'm looking forward to this.
You were trying to sell me on it last
Not sell you. You should get it. It's just, that's it. Like, dude.
You shouldn't get it.
I think Dishonored 2 is probably
I know you're gonna get.
list.
I know you're gonna get Dishonored 2, but
That was a cool trailer.
Speaking of which, I was about to say that was a cool trailer. Like I didn't even know what it was at first. I was like,
actually.
the
One
live
for her,
action.
one for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The live action trailer. Yeah, that was really cool. I like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was cool. What else we got? 999. Save the best for last, right? Well, not even the best for last because there's more news after this. But 999, which Tony and I have talked about. Corey has never played it because he skipped things.
Oh,
no, he tried it. He tried it.
Yeah. Anyways, it's getting a remake. So that and Virtue's Last Reward is going to be on PS4 and Vita as a remade, cleaned up. They didn't say they're going to clean up Virtues, but they did say 999 is going to get a complete overhaul. So I'm guessing it's going to go away from the artwork one to the 3D animated.
Yeah, they were kind of vague about it. So it's definitely going to be HD. I don't know if that just means higher resolution or they're going to. I hope they don't move away from the sprite work, and go to full 3D
said
images.
Over and over again, I liked the sprites in the first game better than the
I
other
like the
games.
sprites the best.
Yeah.
But they're also doing American and Japanese voiceovers, probably to match the later games. That I don't know how I feel about because I thought the voice acting was kind of one of the weaker aspects of the series for some of the characters.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it's a net positive. I mean, I want more people to play this game, at least 999. I don't know about the other two.
Virtues was fine. It was okay. 999 is the strongest, without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. But I would go as far as to say that Zero Time Dilemma made Virtue Last Reward worse for me. It's like the Spider-Man 3 effect, where it makes the first two a little worse.
Yeah, I really can't argue with that because you're completely right. I can't even argue that, and I'm not trying to. It's absolutely, yeah.
No, yeah.
No, yeah. 1 and 2. If you never played 3, okay. Here's how it works. If you're gonna play 999, choose either play Virtue's Last Reward or play Zeroescape Time Dilemma.
Actually, I would like to see somebody play 999 and then Zero Time Dilemma and then Virtue Last Reward.
That'd be cool.
I like to
They'd be like, wait a minute.
hear that, but
Yeah.
well, yeah.
All right. That's cool. All right, that's coming out next year. Bethesda is the newest topic in the news this week, though. They have decided to not send out pre-review copies to anybody anymore for their games until 24 hours release. So Fallout 4 or Fallout 5, the new Elder Scrolls, anything that's coming out from them in the future here, all of these, not us because we don't get review copies anyways, but like IGN, all of them are going to have to get these games 24 hours before they launch. So you will not have a review posted before you go buy the game. It's a big thing, big deal.
It's a big deal
because the game is so large and there's so much going on that
there's no way they can do it.
They want to have, but at the same time, they want to give themselves as much time to get the game ready for people that are actually going to play it and not worry about giving reviewer copies out that are not the product people will play.
Yeah. I mean, there are advantages and disadvantages. My personal opinion, I think, is that it's good for somebody to try it. Because, I don't know, I definitely feel like this, ever since we got into the 360 generation, I'm just saying that because that was the first of the HD systems and Wii to come out. I definitely think the pre-order hype is way too high where it's they show you a concept video and then people get hyped about it, pre-order the shit out of it. Media, fucking sucks its dick, and then the game comes out, and you're just like, I mean, we kind of got what we wanted or what was sold, but did we really? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how many examples of games like that are there? Watch Dogs. I mean, do you guys remember the original trailer for Watch Dogs? Yeah, I mean, like, that looked really good.
Yeah. Over promise, under delivered.
Yep. So, I don't know. I'd really actually like to see if this has what kind of effect it does, because honestly, I just hate the pre-order hype. Like, I don't pre-order.
There's a lot of people against pre-order.
Unless it's a collector edition.
But, like,
that's it.
let's take... Now, there's no harm in doing it. You don't have to buy the game. You don't have to buy the game. Like, if you pick it up, you don't even have to open it. You can return it if you don't open it. So if you wait for the review and just have it, there's really no negative effect to pre-ordering a game.
The only thing it does is make it harder to, buy used. That's it.
Here's what I like about pre-ordering a game. As I mentioned earlier in the podcast, I pre-ordered Final Fantasy 15. I didn't on the podcast, I'm sorry, earlier today. Because they gave me $10 for pre-ordering. Why would I not do this?
No. Sure, if you're going to do it for a personal net game, that's fine. I'm saying that's fine. But I mean, that list is very narrow.
Yeah.
It's only at Best Buy. It's only that. I mean, the thing is, when you pre-order a game, that's like essentially you're almost promising the developer a sale, or publisher rather, a sale of the game. Which you can always cancel. But the thing is, like, when Best Buy or Walmart or Target, whatever, goes, hey, we have X thousand many of pre-orders, so we need at least that many plus more for walk-ins and stuff like that. I mean, that's why we see all these sales figures where it's always numbers that are shipped, not sold. Yeah. Because to them, it doesn't matter if the store sells it. They sold that copy to the store, unless there's special exceptions, for the really big bomb games, which, few and far between. I don't know. I think for the most part, like, there's no fucking need for you to pre-order Madden. There's no fucking reason for you to pre-order Call of Duty.
But they usually give you something. They usually give you something.
I know. It's pre-order incentivization, but I don't think it's a good thing. I don't.
Again, unless you really are all about buying used for $5 cheaper, like, I don't really see what it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could just wait for the game to come out and buy it if you hear it's good.
Like you were saying, though, Tony, also...
No, they can't now because the reviews are too late.
The only, I see is, like, exclusive stuff or collector's editions that could possibly sell out, like, if they only have a limited run of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But other than that, there really is no reason to, especially if you go digital, Yeah. It's but, yeah, I mean, unless you want that, $10 or exclusive skin they're going to give you, and that's a big incentive for a lot of people. They want that. They want to show off that they
Not
were
just
there.
that, but most of it is stuff you pay like $5 for if you don't pre-order it.
It is
DLC.
I mean, that's fine, but I think you just...
But, like...
You think you're getting something, but I think you're also, like, doing yourself a disservice.
How?
Depends. So, though, it depends on the games. Like, if it's a new IP or if it's a game that's not been proven in any way, shape, or form, then don't pre-order it. But if you know you're going to get it, and if you know that you want to have it from day one, go ahead pre-order.
Well, like pre-ordering the game also. Now, pre-ordering and picking up in the store kind of negates the purpose. But like, let's say like Best Buy, for instance, I pre-ordered Final Fantasy 15. It's getting shipped to my house, so on Tuesday I don't have to go to the store and pick it up. It's waiting for me when I get home. So that's another positive to pre-ordering a game. Because if I did it online that day, I wouldn't have it that day. I'd have to go to the store to buy it.
For like a day or two. Like, okay. I mean, is that really that big of a deal?
Yeah, you want to play it day one, don't you? That's the point of getting these games. I thought that was the point of getting... That's the point of spending full price.
On how you
don't want to buy stuff day one. You might as well wait a year and buy everything half price.
Right, which is what I think most people are doing. But that's why we see price drops so fast. I mean, we're already hearing reports that Titanfall 2 is selling like shit. Yeah. So I expect that to be $30 or less on Black Friday, which at that point I might pick up.
I agree. I might pick it up for $30, by the way. I will pick it up for $30.
Speaking of reviews, they're actually pretty good for that, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Well, not surprising, but...
A lot of people are happy about it.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that in Slack chat, about how the Titanfall 2 single player was getting really awesome praise online. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I just think unless you're doing a small time like indie or medium like pre-ordering, just there's no point. There's really no point.
How do we get to this from the reviews though?
Well, this is
because
kind
it's tied
it's tied into it. This is like the whole idea behind it. It's by
Wow.
getting. They feel like publishers are feeling that these reviews are costing them sales. So by holding off on sending
Is
the
it
games,
really the reason that they're not giving out review copies 24 hours beforehand?
that's not
Is
going to
that
be
really
confirmed.
the reason?
No, they're going to give some PR bullshit spin, but we all know what it's for, though.
No, I think in
We
part.
all do? I disagree.
I don't
No.
think so, because Tony's point is that the reviews are part of the hype. I think.
Absolutely.
So then why would they be afraid? Especially someone
Yeah.
like Bethesda, who
Because they
all of
don't-
their games are automatically reviewed well because they have a reputation.
Right.
Right, which could be a sign, but I mean, like, we're gonna get into this fucking rabbit hole again. But like, I mean, years ago, and this is the last time. This is when I learned my lesson was when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out on Xbox 360. It got 10, PlayStation 3.
Tens,
It got
yeah.
10s across the board. They're like, this is the greatest game since Ocarina of Time or whatever bullshit. I was like, oh wait, like okay, I watched them and I was like, all right, yeah, I'll go buy this game. And yeah, don't get me wrong, like the first like 3 or 4 hours were pretty awesome, and then it fucking fell off like a cliff, just went. And because these people, they didn't review it properly. They probably reviewed it on the first 3 hours, So it's like, all right, well, you guys didn't do me a real good service by fucking telling me you only played 3 hours of the game.
Well, again, you guys are, I think, in the minority, as numbers say, that people who don't like those games.
Well,
Most
hold up.
people like those games.
A better example
A
of
lot.
this. Example of this, and this doesn't include 3 of the 4 podcasters here, but they would have not sold as many Mass Effect 3s if they had given a real review of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
No real review of the game.
I think their reviews were
Everybody
pretty close to
skirted
right.
across the endings like it was perfect. The game was perfect. That game was not perfection.
But they probably
Either
didn't
way.
get to the ending, which is true.
Which is what I'm
lot of
saying.
But it's
So what is your point then,
Aspect.
Jim? I don't know what you're.
Well, I'm kind of agreeing with what you're saying on this now.
Reinforcing,
No, I'm kind of agreeing with what you're saying with this right now. Like I feel that I don't know. I at first when I was feeling that the idea behind this was not to let any bad press come out, and that's got to be some of the reason why. Because they don't want to get the
I
negative
suppose
press.
it has to be, but again, like a big company
But then-
like them,
But then
I
there's
don't know if that's really a risk for them.
but there's a headache either way, is what we're saying here. So this is why
That's
they stopped
what
it.
Corey's point is that
Yeah.
they just don't want to be bothered with
Yeah.
a released
Right.
copy.
And I mean, they would rather take away that kind of power from these, in my opinion, outdated entities because, they know it. Do you really honestly think that Rockstar needs any press for fucking Red Dead Redemption 2?
Probably.
Like at all?
No.
Really?
People need to know when it's coming out.
Nah.
All
They
you
make
need
a
is
video
poster.
and they know it's coming out, dude.
Yeah, in a year, people forget by then.
Yeah,
They'll release
they'll
another
sprinkle
video
it
then,
out.
dude, man. Like, are you serious?
Where are these videos going to be shown?
Twitter? YouTube? Facebook?
Instagram?
Instagram?
Not
Vine?
Vine. Oh, not Vine. That's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
To make their own?
They'll
Reddit?
stream it on Periscope. No, I think that like we were talking about this before, but personalities people trust a lot more now, per se, than a specific game like journalist.
The same people, though.
Well,
Not
sometimes,
always.
but like
Most of the
you,
time.
you trust your friend about a game more than you trust like nameless reviewer number 5.
I don't.
And well, okay, I'm just saying you're a minority there, Mike. Like most people, like they know their friends like a game. Like, oh yeah, like let's go check this out. They're gonna check it out. If some nameless reviewer that says something, they're not usually it doesn't mean as much. When you watch a certain personality or you trust somebody who's talking about it, you're gonna check that out more so than like I say, nameless reviewer. I think I don't know. To me, that this is not so much about the reviews for Bethesda. It's more about just making sure they make a good game and get it in people's hands. And
Right. I mean, you just have to look at like all the reports that used to come out and how like they used to fucking wine and dine these goddamn entitled ass journalists, fly them out to these fucking sick ass parties, buy them fucking prostitutes, buy them drugs, buy them
I
alcohol.
mean, there's some journalists journalists out there that specifically say like we don't take any bribes
Yeah.
or any blah, blah like shit because we want to make sure this is as
Yeah.
legit as possible. They actually have disclaimers in there
Yeah.
because they have to show that because
Right. So it's I just see it as a net positive.
Yep.
That was an interesting conversation.
I mean, we'll see how it turns out for him. I'm glad somebody's trying it, though. I mean, the fucking system is broken, even if people don't realize it just yet. But
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll see how it works. And like I said, I guess there is more positives than I thought originally because I saw it as a negative, but so there could be some positives with this. And
I think it's kind of
honestly,
negative. I don't see anything good coming from it, really.
What? Like, when was the last time a reviewer actually told you the truth about a game?
Most of the time.
but
Name
you
specific
wait a minute, Mike. You are Mr. Conspiracy on all review
No, movies
movie-
are worse because movies are completely subjective.
Movies, people
Movies
are
are
brought up by
completely
Disney.
subjective. I talked about this already with you guys. Movies are completely subjective. You just watch them. Games have actual mechanics and stuff.
You believe you
They are
are
completely
more-
different.
We,
but they are
wait.
different
We have
things to
legitimately
review.
had a conversation where the reviewers were paid to do their reviews on Marvel to make them better or to slam the DC movies by
I didn't
Marvel.
say they were paid. I said they're probably owned by people who own them.
And you're
So
saying this doesn't
they're
happen.
bosses.
And you're saying this doesn't happen in gaming world.
No, unless it's like Nintendo Power. Yeah, maybe.
But how do
For
you know
Nintendo
that nobody
Power.
owns IGN's news anchor or something like that? How do you know they're not
When
getting prizes on the
Joystick
table?
existed, they specifically said we don't go out to reviewing events because we do not want to be influenced by the people out there. Like
Confusing.
they have events for reviewers where they fly them out. The companies pay the reviewers to come out and they wine and dine
This
them.
happens with movies too.
Yeah, that's what
And
we're
TV
saying.
That's what I'm
shows
trying
and
to tell
everything.
you. But
That's what we're just
but
saying.
I'm just saying you need to be consistent, Mike. I can say whatever the fuck I
Well,
want
I'm not
because I've already
saying
said
they're
that.
any more, but they're not any worse. I don't think they're any worse than.
We just
Movies.
listed specific examples
Yes.
where, like, reviewers as a whole,
Like,
the
literally
print
know
press-
this is
According to
happening.
your opinion,
But we know
according
this
to
is
most
happening.
people, they would think that Grand Theft Auto 4 is a 10. Just look at the sales.
Sales isn't the same thing as quality. But what about Mass Effect 3? No one
Mass Effect
reviewer
3,
made a big stink
I'd
about
say
the
it's
review.
about 8.5 was my review.
I'm not talking about the fact that nobody brought it up. Like, yeah, people might be upset about this ending.
Yeah, they say that in most of the
That leaked a couple days after.
It's not as much, but
If you
but it's
read the reviews all the way
minor.
through, you ignore the fact that they still gave it a 10. And you read it, and they're like, yeah, they're like, oh, the ending leaves a little to be desired or some shit like that.
A little. I feel like they took all of our drama, our like saga, and funneled it too much.
But no, it was awful.
Yeah.
It was an awful ending.
Yes.
But it's still just a small portion of the game.
But it's the ending.
Well, now we have a new.
Now we're going back to the other conversation that we were in years ago now.
I think they're still a good tool to see, especially if you either know the reviewers and you know how they review, you know their biases. And
How
of
many
course,
reviews can you name right now?
I just go to a few different
No.
sites.
Off the top of your head, can you name any?
The reviewers.
Yeah, these people that you trust.
There's a couple people I trust.
No,
because I love, like,
Yeah, a few actually, but I'm not going to name drop them. I just know that I look at IGN, I look at Game Informer.
I'm not talking about entities. I'm talking about individual people.
Who cares? They answer to
You're
the same.
telling me to care, so I'm asking you a legitimate question.
No, I don't know anyone off the top of my head. I know that the editor in chief. I
So-
don't remember if he reviews anything. But that's not the idea. Is you know how a certain entity reviews things. It's the same thing, more or less. They have the same standards.
No, no way. No way now.
Usually, yeah.
No way now.
Within their own entity, yes. They're not going to just never mind,
I
whatever.
mean, you do have an editor in chief that reviews everything before it goes out. So
And you know, like I said, you know that Naughty Dog games will get a point more than they deserve all the time, like I said earlier. And you know that certain publications hate Sonic more than others, so they'll get them lower. So yeah, I mean, obviously there's biases, but it's no different than anything else, and the reviews are still a useful tool.
So, can we interrupt this real quick to mention the fact that the Silent Hill alarm is going on outside my window right now, and it's Halloween. Should I be really nervous right about now?
It's a good thing you're Daredevil, dude. You might need those those skills.
Gloves going on. Oh shit.
I can hear that a little, yeah.
Yeah, it's freaky because it coincides with Silent Hill in my head, and it's going off on
hey,
Halloween.
I have a question for you, Tony. What do you call yesterday, last night? What do you call that? Because we record. This is Halloween right now. What is
Halloween
last night?
Eve.
No, it's Mischief Night.
It's Mischief.
Oh, Mischief Night.
Well, no,
I'm sorry.
just-
Yeah.
No, there was a thing on the news today where New Jersey is the only state that calls it Mischief Night.
Oh, I mean, I've heard of it before, but I've never.
I was like,
used that.
what? Seriously?
No,
I
that
personally
can't be
never
right.
used that. I've
Yeah,
never.
No, I've heard
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking Tony, because he's not from New Jersey. I
So
was like,
Tony,
okay.
you always say Halloween Eve?
I think Hallows Eve. Yeah, I've never. I mean, I've heard the term Mischief Night.
But
I
yeah,
don't think
because
it
you
was
have
ever
New
really,
Jersey
like-
friends.
Yeah, exactly. I don't
Wow.
think it was ever.
Like,
Apparently, there's somewhere in Michigan
Hey.
too that does it. But
I
that's
just know of it. Well, are you serious? This is like mind blowing right now. Like, I just
there's
assumed.
some
really-
news story.
I found this out on the
Out
internet a few.
of
years
all the things we talked about,
Yeah,
that's the mind.
yeah. This is the one that's really
Yeah.
like. I just realized my entire life is like a lie. Like the rest of the world only. If I'm referring
live
to
in a
something,
bubble.
yeah, I live in a bubble.
Life is-
It is like Walking Dead, where they realized they were like the fish in the pond, or in the lake, or in the river. Wow, like really? I just Mischief that I thought was universal. Huh. Anyways, let's get into what we've been up to. Tony, what have you been playing?
Again, just League of Legends. Over the weekend, actually, I didn't do a single thing for Halloween, just, even though it's my favorite holiday. I was like ready to go out with my brother and stuff like that, and just kind of like do bar hopping and stuff. And I was like, oh crap, tonight's the League of Legends World Championship Series. And I was like, I got to see, because the defending champions, SK Telecom One, which I think stands for South Korea Telecom One, they're defending their belt for 2 years in a row. So this is the third year. And the first two games were just, the first game was like a good long game, but the second game was just a total stomp, and because it's the best out of five. And the third game, it looked like they were like just ready to stomp. I was like, all right, well, this is just a clean sweep here. But the opposing team, Samsung Galaxy, they blew up kind of like the Note 7 and just kind of came back for a while. Actually took it all the way to Game 5 of the series, which was incredible because, again, like the gaming community as a whole, like Major League Gaming, just like they consider this team to be the best. It was just interesting to see them kind of like the chink in the armor.
They
a
were the
little bit.
Golden State Warriors of the regular season.
Yeah, exactly. But it was nice to see that, maybe they're not so unbeatable. They wound up losing anyway, and they won SKT won 3 years in a row, which has never happened before, which is exciting. But totally killed my Saturday night because it lasted like over 5 hours, because each game was like an hour long each. I was like, ugh, like I'm happy, but at the same time, like, this is my Saturday night. Oh well, like, okay, here we go. But that's
It's weird
shit.
being on Xbox and seeing you on League of Legends in the friends list on Xbox.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can see your
Yeah,
status
you're-
now. It's all Xbox Live.
I see
Wait,
you
wait.
online playing League of Legends on my Xbox One.
Wait, how do you see that?
You're on Windows.
Because you're on Windows 10, right?
Oh, I
It's
didn't know
all-
that does it in the
It's all,
background.
all in one.
Oh, sorry guys, I hit the mic.
It's all right.
How
One of
does-
us.
Wait, can I turn that off? That's kind of weird. I don't know if I like
Hey,
it.
no, you can't. It's like Friend Finder on this thing. You can just, it happens.
What?
over with.
That's bullshit.
You realize now, PC player, you're playing on an Xbox.
What? No, we're playing on a PC.
Yeah, but you see it on
Yeah.
Xbox.
Phil
so-
Spencer actually came out and said that. Like,
Same thing.
he's like, I don't know what we're planning on doing the next piece of hardware after this, because he's like, our job is not to sell
After
you
this being Scorpio, or Xbox
this being
One?
Scorpio, because he's like, listen, I want you to buy the original Xbox. He's like, if I'm the guy if I'm talking, to be honest with you, I want you to buy the original one, because that's not how we make our money, like hardware wise. We make our money with you buying all these games and software. And he's like, so by buying the original Xbox, that's what I want you to do. So he was talking about that. He's like, or if I cared about what hardware you buy, I wouldn't be allowing you to play all your Xbox games on PC now. He went on this whole thing about it. It was pretty like impressive rant about
Right.
them revamping their hardwares.
So
Jesus Christ, here we go again.
I'm just saying. I think I kind of said something like that like
What?
a year or two ago.
You're breaking up.
No bullshit. I know I'm not breaking up because nobody's being robot-y now. But I'm just saying. I did say something like this, did I not?
Yes. Yes. He's
I'm
not
just-
saying they're going to get out of hardware. He just says that he's not
No.
sure about the next version of the Xbox.
no,
because
I
Get
agree.
out of the hardware industry.
Right.
I said that too, and you're like, no.
No.
But I said that with the Scorpio.
Right,
That's
I'm
what
just
that
saying.
meant.
And I said that at the beginning of this generation, that the differences between a console and a PC are narrowing, like a lot. So
Right. Well, the thing was the consoles were always ahead, and then when they released these they were not ahead. They were
They're not
on
even
par
close.
or
They were
worse.
close like a generation or two ago.
Mhm.
Now they're just not close.
Right. The
That
PC was also
said-
catching up, and now PC's just way beyond it. So that's the biggest problem.
Anyways, Mike, what have you been playing?
I've been plummeting in Overwatch.
What?
Oh no!
No.
After doing well,
Mike's
I
downward
started
trending
plummetating.
again.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm at like 23 something now.
Ooh.
Maybe 24, close to 24, but yeah.
I don't
no
even remember
good.
what my rank was.
Wait,
I
the
didn't
season
play.
ends soon, right? Like in a week or
Yeah.
two?
I don't
No, it ends at like November 20th.
Yeah, we got a while yet.
Oh.
So we're-
It's
alright.
like
be
3
alright.
weeks. 3 weeks. The Halloween event ends right now.
Yeah, I got all
That's
the
it.
stuff
Ooh.
pretty much all the
Never-
stuff I wanted.
Never
through
even
that,
logged
so-
on. Maybe I should do that before the end of the
Just
night.
log on once so you get your free loot box, man. You get one free loot box.
Yeah.
Alright.
This stuff's not coming back.
Can
till
you
next
can
year.
you buy the other stuff like after the event ends or not?
No, you can't
No.
buy it.
Maybe I'll. Yeah.
You gotta
What-
get what you want.
When does it
Tonight.
end? Whose time?
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern,
Okay.
whatever California time is.
I really wanted to buy that Witch Mercy skin.
I did it.
It's my
I-
favorite, but
I
really
didn't
like
get it.
Mercy.
So like last night, I was like, I'm not gonna get enough time to get another loot box. I'm buying it. So
Hmm.
because I got the other one, I got the pumpkin, I got the
Pumpkin
Reaper,
Yeah.
got that. I got the Junkenstein and the Roadhog. I got those two.
Hmm.
So those were the ones, and I got a couple other ones like Hanzo and what's her face, Farah,
Yeah.
Symmetra. So
All right.
So yeah, I don't know what happened aside from people leaving, which happened like 3 times. But yeah, bad
down
turn of
trending on
events.
that too. Also, I'm down to 21 something.
I like to thank Mike for giving us the downward trending term. We're embracing this for
Hashtag
what it
downward
is.
trending.
Yeah, we're just embracing this for
Is
what
that like
it
our
is.
hashtag? It's all connected.
Yeah, it's our hashtag. Yes, downward trending is us.
That's it. I've just played that, some NBA. That's about it.
All right, Corey.
Well, I mean, Gears of War 4.
Gears of War 4. Yep. So
How you guys liking that?
It's really good.
It took like a couple of sequences in the beginning for me to get the feel of it back.
It takes a
and
while.
there's even like this weird aiming drift that's occurring because, and I think Corey,
we
this
found
is
that. We found that like you have to turn that shit down.
Yeah.
Like they have
Well,
a setting.
yeah,
in the
it has
set-
like an aim drift as you're shooting. It just kind of starts to
It's
wander.
called it's aimed acceleration.
Yeah.
So like as soon as you start moving, it goes like this, and then the acceleration hits, and you're like, boom. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, I was trying to get to the middle of the screen.
Yeah,
So it was weird. I basically had to turn that off because I was all over the place.
yeah. I think I'm down from a 12 to a 4 on that setting. But it's once you got past that part, then there's the 60 frames adjustment, which, believe it or not, there is sort of. Thank God I was going from Overwatch, so it's not too bad for me. But
On console, it's 30 frames in campaign.
oh, is it 30? Okay, good.
That's
All
why you're
So
having
then I
problems.
just suck.
Well, no, I mean,
Oh no,
'cause
that's
you're-
why I'm having a problem because I'm going from Overwatch to this. So aiming wise, but the game itself is I'm loving getting back into this universe. Like it's just like for me, it takes off even like on chapter 2 there with Phoenix. So
I think that this game really demonstrates the summer blockbuster of video games and what they can be. Just like the
cinematic experience.
Yeah, like the the pipes that happened with that solar storm or whatever that was that one time.
That was so awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of really cool sequences that happen that don't really they feel kind of like big event pieces in a blockbuster movie, but they don't feel out of place either. So it's been a lot of fun.
Like it
and
reminded
it
me.
is
It
cool
reminded me
back.
of the cinematic level of Uncharted right now. I mean, that's giving it good praise.
Yeah.
Like it had that grand like that movie like that huge experience feel like you get with Uncharted, which giving that to Gears, which I've always liked Gears, but I think they've done a very good job in this making it have that grandness. You know what I mean? That in this time around. So and it might just
they
be
broke it up the sequences a little bit too. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely a Gears game. There's a whole
sure.
bunch of cover spots, so there's a battle coming.
Yep.
But
or
there was
even
a
when it's
motorcycle
like when the autosave kicks on, you're like, well, here we go. So they need to hide that autosave gear. They really do because it tells you immediately. Well, here comes the shooting sequence. So, but yeah, the game's a lot of fun. I haven't tried horde mode yet. What's that? Part of the charm.
part of the charm.
I haven't tried horde
It's
mode
like
yet.
that noise it makes
Yeah. Now,
when you finish that part as well.
did you try the controversial horde mode yet?
I haven't done any horde. I did like the PvP stuff, because that is 60 frames. Competitive multiplayer 60 frames, but Horde and campaign are 30 frames.
So you're jumping backwards then. That's got to be tough.
I don't notice it too much. I'm playing Destiny and stuff, so that's 30 frames. So it's not a big deal for me. But I do love
so many
Gears.
shooters.
Yeah. And
You know,
Titanfall,
3 shooters
Call of Duty's
at once, Corey. That's crazy.
Yeah. He's doing it.
It's rough, man. I'm
doing
falling
it.
behind on Destiny, but
Well, at least one's a third person.
yeah.
Third person cover shooter.
Did you guys try the Horde mode yet in Gears?
No, that's what we were talking about. We haven't tried it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why is this controversial now?
So this
I heard
one,
there's a lot of microtransactions.
Pay to
bullshit.
win.
it's a pay to win
That's fine.
format. Yeah, and it's like you can't really play it without paying. Like you don't get the same experience that other people get.
The biggest problem is because you have to earn your credits or whatever to buy these packs, but like it's matchmaking is fine, but nobody stays, and this is just me watching videos and stuff. Nobody stays up until level like 50 or whatever, because it takes forever to get there, and nobody really wants to spend that whole time doing it because the payout at the end is not that it's not worth it. So
I
people
guess
just
there's
kind
also. I'm sorry. I just heard there's items that are only in like loot crates that you buy with money. Like the items won't be in like the free loot crates or whatever.
No, all the loot crates are possible to buy with credits. Maybe that's changed since you've read on it, Mike.
Okay,
but
maybe.
they are all available, like to buy that way. I can tell there are like starter packs and things like to get you started that you can pay. I don't think you can get credits for, but
Yeah.
It's really disappointing.
Yeah, it's been it's highly complained about, and it
you just
seems
don't make enough money
like it's
doing
stupid. Yeah, it seems pretty bad from what I'm reading, and I'm praising the game single player wise, but you got to slam it where it's due, and this from what I'm reading here, this is that's terrible. Like,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it sounds like that's the model we're moving into. Like Blizzard's got it right where you can at least earn those loot boxes properly. Like you got to really balance that level better. You really got to fine tune it. Because there's going to be not only that, but
Well, Overwatch is all cosmetic. There's no.
Well, that's the other thing. But in this side of things, like you have to look at it this way. This is your first attempt at this game for somebody not
The Coalition.
Gearbox. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the Coalition.
Gearbox.
Yeah.
Not Gearbox. Gears of War is made.
Yeah.
Was by Epic.
Epic. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
This is your first game not from Epic. So you got to look at the fact that everybody's going to be scrutinizing this game for like the smallest stuff, and then you do this. I mean, this is like, come on.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like, didn't they do some kind of similar bullshit with Forza?
But they're not. But we're not scrutinizing a new studio.
Game though, every game's like Forza's
Sure,
doing it now,
but
and
this is like-
Halo did it.
This is like the first. I mean, everybody's psyched to get this game to see what's going to happen now that Epic's not doing this game, and they give us.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be
But
more
it
under a
is-
microscope.
I mean, that's just Horde though, because everything else is true Gears and straight up Gears and feels Gearsy. Yeah, the Horde mode is unfortunate, and they need to adjust it somehow, make it worth staying in the matchmaking there. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's for me. I'm not terribly disappointed in it just because I haven't done it. It's not that big of a
we'll
deal.
be moving into it once we finish the single player, but which we'll get to some more of that this week. But yeah, so.
Yeah.
Well, although with World Series going on, we'll see. If it ends tomorrow, yes, we're playing Wednesday night. So,
Cubs are not winning. It's not happening.
but if it goes to Game 7, we got to watch Game 7. So
Yeah, you gotta. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta, I guess.
So-
but I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe we'll play it anyways tomorrow. We'll see. If that game is like 6-0 in the first, second, third, fourth, whatever, we can hop on and play some Gears. So play it by ear. Anything else, Corey? You want to talk about?
No, like I said, it's been Destiny, Gears, and Overwatch. Oh, did you guys see that Borderlands was free on Xbox?
For the weekend.
Yeah.
Did you guys get it at all?
No, I thought it was only playable for the weekend.
Oh, it was just free for the weekend? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
saw, but
Oh. I thought it was because I guess it was. I saw something that was free, so I was like, let me see if there's anybody on it, and I popped in for a little while because I had it on.
of course. Of course, yeah, I do. I understand.
All right. So I think that's going to wrap up episode 316. Thank you, listeners and viewers. If you have any questions or comments about what we just talked about or what we're talking about in the future, write us. podcast@allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter @allyoucangeek. We have a YouTube channel now, so if you're not watching this, we have our costumes on. You can see us. in our costumes for Halloween. So go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. We have a YouTube channel, allyoucangeek.net. And we have a website, which I do post those videos to as well. Allyoucangeek.net. It's the website, obviously. Corey posts the audio version. I have the video version of this Gamescast. So tune in there if you're not doing that already. And,
Stay tuned for next week. We'll have BlizzCon news. So it should be exciting. Diablo 4, Hearthstone.
I win a bet next week.
StarCraft.
I win a bet next week.
Wait, what bet?
Diablo 4 gets announced.
Oh, yeah.
So
hopefully some new Overwatch
Yeah.
characters and maps.
Yep.
That's what I'm most looking forward to myself.
Yeah.
Dude, I can kind of see them not even doing Sombra, just like another 2 new different non-Sombra characters. I could see them doing it at this point. I would believe that. 100%.
It would be awesome. So, all right, that'll be next week. Thanks for listening and viewing. Ciao.